Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I'm going to be sharing with you an encore presentation of the Birch Tree Snowman. So if you come on here, let me know if you saw me teach the Birch Tree Snowman. And if you did, are you excited about seeing the newest one? Okay, so I'm going to kind of do an encore. I think the Birch Tree is actually going viral. So we are going to do an encore, and I just want to say hello, and I can see your comments right over here on my laptop. So if you're leaving comments, I'm going to be watching there. And then also, if you would like to get a free gift, I have something kind of cool that I can send you. Just make sure you put in the comments free gift, and then we will come back and add that in here in just a little bit. So let me go ahead and see if I can make sure I can see your comments without the volume. Oh, great. There's everybody. Okay, good. Now I can see your comments. So yeah, so just put free gift if you do want a free gift. And then we have something cool that we'll send your way via email. Well, actually, you'll have to click on it, and then you can see if you want to sign up for it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the encore of this. Of course, sometimes things turn out a little bit different. So if you watched me paint this already, if you could please say you did or you did not. And then what I'm going to do is kind of just show you a very easy way to do this, okay? So again, my name is Heidi Easley, and I teach women all over the world how to make money teaching paint parties online, in person, and with our kids. And so what I love most is teaching you, how you can make money doing this creative, awesome stuff like this, okay? So there's a lot of fun to be had when you're creating. And I'm one of those people that I am not about the starving artist, okay? Oh, thank you, Francine. You too. Hey, guys. Thank y'all for being here. Oh, good. A lot of y'all watched it. Okay, so I'm adding gray and white. And you can make your own gray, too. Just do white with just a little bit of black. And I'm painting it on canvas this time. So I wanted to try a little bit of a different look. And this canvas, I know y'all are going to ask. So let me see if y'all don't mind typing this in for people who are watching the replay. It's a 24 by 12, and I got that for 70% off at Michael's last night. So if you're like, it's a 24 by 12. Oh, if you want a free gift, just go ahead and put free gift. We're going to give you something free. We'll just, post the link. So if you want to get something free here in a little bit, we'll come back and post the link. So don't worry, it's coming. Oh, good, Sharon, you saw the original. Yes, and Jeanette said she saw it too. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Yeah, and we had a lot of people. I think, like I said, I think it went viral, or it's on its way to going viral. So I wanted to paint it again, just in a little bit of a different format, so you could see how you could paint it on canvas too. So I've got all of this gray. I'm going to go ahead while I'm here, and while my brush is really wet, just go ahead and get the sides of this. And then for those of you that don't want it too Christmassy, you don't have to put the reds and greens, okay? You could put different color blues so that you don't have to do it a Christmassy way, okay? So again, you could make it all pinks. You could get really, really creative and talented with it. And so I want you to know, as you start to do this, again, I'm going to teach you how to do it freehand with just a couple of little helpers. And then I know on this one, the stencil sold out. So I know it was coming back in. Those of y'all that went to Essential Stencil and used my coupon code for Baby It's Cold Outside, I just want to say thank you so much. For those of y'all that don't know, if you go to Essential Stencil and use my coupon code, it's called Texas Heidi. All caps, Texas Heidi. You'll get, I think it's 10 or 15% off. And here's the newest ones that I just ordered that I'm going to be doing some stuff on. So the Glory to the Newborn King, I just ordered this one. And then I went ahead and ordered some really cute Valentines. So if you're a person who's like, wants to get some cool stencils, they are my very favorite company when it comes to stenciling. And all you have to do is put Texas Heidi in the coupon code, and then you'll get, I think it's 10 or 15% off. Okay, so here's how you can do your snowman. Depending on the size of canvas or the size of wood that you're using, you can use paper towel, or I'm sorry, not paper towels. You can use, let me go ahead and put this here so you can see it a little bit. You can use, you know, paper plates. Pretty much anything that makes sense is fine with me, okay? So you can use paper plates. You can use anything like that. Let me see if y'all can see it a little bit better from here. There we go. There's his cute little face. Okay, so we're going to look at probably the bottom part is going to have to be the big part of the snowman, because again, I'm making this smaller. So I'm going to use a paper plate. I'm going to use some white paint. Pixie is putting her desk together. She got a new desk, and I can hear her in there. She's really good at like building stuff and putting stuff together. She has her daddy's mind when it comes to taking things apart and putting them back together. And so she's in there putting her desk together. And so I can hear her hammering. She's so sweet. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Deborah said, just started following you. I saw the snowman you did. Loved it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you, I'm glad you're here. Let me know if you're brand new to my page, or if you have been with me for a little while. I just want to say a very heartfelt thank you. You'll have no idea, like when you comment, when you share, all of those things really, really help my business. And I just want to say, like, it does not go unnoticed. We are extremely thankful. You know, when we first started Texas Art and Soul and Paint Party headquarters, you know, I would have one person watching, and it was usually my mom. And so to have so many of you watching and commenting and being kind and all of those great things, I just want to say a huge, huge heartfelt thank you. And this is just a basket that I used to trace the second one. So just kind of find something that makes sense. And then I'm going to try to use my water cup. So this is just a water cup here. I'm going to try to use my water cup to kind of go right here. And then I'm just kind of getting the placement. I don't really care how it looks right now. And as you can tell, I'm painting wet on top of wet. So now I'm going to take a new little chip brush. It's about a 1 inch, 1.5 inch. I'm just going to dip it in there and just start to blend the circles. Okay. All right, so I'm just kind of blending the circles over the gray. So of course that gray is mixing in. There's no way around it. Okay, so we're going to add that in there. I'm glad I caught you watching while I work. Shh, okay, Marina, we'll be real quiet. We'll be real quiet. I hope you get off tomorrow. And Kathy, yes, here I am. Oh, good, Kim. She's about 3 months old, she says. Awesome. Yeah, I would love to know. I would love to know in the comments what you are thankful for. I would love to know that. It's one of my big things is like being grateful and practicing being grateful every day, because we can get in these funks of like poor me and everything. You know, when we get all about us all the time, first off, it gets old. Secondly, like when you don't have a purpose of helping others, or, you know, whatever you're doing in your life, you know, there's got to be something where you can think about other people or give back or something, or it's just going to end up being kind of, I don't know, you know, it just has that feeling of like you're losing like a little bit of your soul, you know, whenever it's just only about you. Let's see, Pam says, watch the other evening and did the snowman on a piece of wood. That is wonderful. Yes, if you already did the snowman on a piece of wood, I'm just showing you on a smaller scale canvas how you can do this. Now, I'm going to get a little fancy. I'm going to use some pewter, And those of y'all that are just now joining on, if you'd like a free gift, go ahead and just type free gift, and then we'll get that to you here in the next few days. Okay, so May says, wow, you're amazing. Makes me want to paint one. Yes, you should paint one. And oh my gosh, Kathy says her mom survived throat cancer this year. That is something to be majorly thankful for. Wow, so glad to hear that. And Henny says, I've been with you since May. I was not able, oh my goodness. I'll have to go, man, they're coming in fast and furious. So I'm going to have to go back in and read some of those. So y'all make sure y'all are reading some of the comments too, because I know a lot of times it's really nice to be able to support each other in that way too. A lot of times I'll be on here talking, thinking I'm talking about something important, and then I realize there's like so many side conversations going on, which I love, by the way, and because that's how you kind of get to know people too, right? Through this online world. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of this pewter. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I start to add some more of the pure white. But I do just kind of want to have a little bit of a shade inside of this little happy little snowman, okay? So I'm going to have to let it dry just a minute. But while he's drying, I can go ahead and start the hat process, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take let me see my greens that I want to use. Let me grab a couple of greens because I want to show you how you can do something very similar, whether it's on canvas, whether it's on wood, whether it's on table. I mean, literally anything you want to put it on. What's another thing that I could put this snowman on? I saw a few of y'all, I think, that did them on ornaments. I thought that was really, really cute. Okay, so I'm just going to take a couple of greens. My sweet daughter, I paid her to clean my art studio, and she took all the colors I was using and she put them where they went, which is a good thing. But now I'm like, dang it, I needed those colors. So I'm going to use a little bit of a different green. I'm going to use an avocado this time and a Hauser dark green. Oh, don't get in front of the camera. She's our sports bra.
All of your paints that were there are in this box.
They are?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Can you help me real quick? I'm going to lift this.
I'm holding a piece of wood with glue on it.
Oh, it's got to go in its place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Hold on. Oh, there they are. We found them. So she took all the paints I was using and she put them in this nice little box. That was kind of her. All the colors I've been using, she put in this box. Yay, there they are. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, great. Yay, that's what I needed. So we have a couple of different greens. I'll just kind of start to use these for now. And then what I'm going to do is just use kind of a round brush, maybe a 6-inch, or not a 6-inch, like a size 6 or a size 8. This is a size 8 round. And I'm just going to take the green and just kind of get the placement of the hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of way over here. And I'm going to bring it out, but then I'm going to bring it back in. And then I'm going to bring it out and back in. Okay, so like I said before, it's almost like a nurse's hat, right? It almost has this nurse's hat look. And then I'm going to take it and grab it here. And Tammy says, can you please come organize my studio, Pixie? Yeah, I'm always like, she's always wanting to buy stuff or buy presents now, for her friends, for, Christmas or whatever. And I'm like, there is plenty of work. Like there is always something to do with this business. And I said, every 3 days you could organize my art studio because I come in here and paint and then mess it all up. And so the other day she's like, oh, can I make some money and organize your art studio? And I'm like, yes, please. And so I come in and it's beautiful. Everything's put up. But I'm like, I have no idea where anything is. But it's okay. I would rather not know where something is and then eventually find it and have it organized than to keep it unorganized. Because if left to my own devices, like I seriously I'm always like and I keep the art studio when it's only me. And let me know if you're this person too. And Harley, I'll answer that question. That's a good question. How do you organize your paints? Left to my own devices, it would look like an episode of Hoarders at all times. Like, that's just how I do. Okay, so I'm mixing a little bit of that dark green, and I'm just kind of bringing it here on the edges. And again, we are painting pretty much wet on wet on wet. So the gray below is wet. The green that I just painted is wet. So it's going to give us a little bit more of a hard time because we're mixing wet on wet. And then how I organize my paint. So I have these really big white closets. You probably have seen them on another live. And that I ordered from this company called Nebraska Furniture Mart. And they had them on sale. I think I paid like, it was pretty cheap, like little over $100 a piece for them. Again, like I said, they should have been way more than that, but I think they had some kind of closeout sale or something. And so I wanted doors that closed all the way because I get anxiety when I see like a lot of the paint out. And so now I have it separated in baskets, all by color. So when you open the closets, which I might be able to show you off the end of this if y'all remind me, when you open the closets, it's definitely a pretty big mess, but it's all by color. So I can just go to the closets, open them. I can't talk. Open. Tammy says I'll fly you to Hawaii or to Ohio. If it was in Hawaii, Tammy, I'm sure she would probably come for sure. I don't know if she knows much about Ohio. So it's our way of being organized. I also like to do those little 1x1 shelves to put on the wall, and then you can organize by color, and that looks kind of cool too. Okay, so now I have a little bit of the darker color down here on this one. And again, I'm just going to add a little bit of this darker into here. And you could get super creative with this. You could add all kinds of fun stuff, okay? All right, so we have that on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my scarf. So I'm keeping this kind of traditional. Actually, before I add my scarf, let me go ahead and get the lines for my birch trees. So for those of you that have not seen this live yet, oh, thank you. Somebody who has not seen this live yet, I want you to know that like it really comes together with just a few little simple lines. So I want you, as you're watching me do this, to know that it's easily doable. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just kind of take my brush. This is a 1-inch flat, and I'm just dipping it, going this way and that way. And then so I have a one here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a line. Just take it, go ahead and put the color on it. I know it's a little bit wet still, but it's not the end of the world because it's starting to dry. And I can go right on top of it. Okay, and then I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to kind of find another placement. And it doesn't have to be this perfect straight line. See how I'm almost wiggling it a little bit on purpose? And so then I just stop at that placement. This is going to kind of go into there. So actually, I'm going to bring this one a little bigger. So then I don't even have to stress about this. So this is kind of going into the snowman, the birch tree is. So we're going to fill this in. And in just a second, you're going to see how easy it is to turn these white lines into birch trees. Well, my version of birch trees. This is not fine art, people. I'm not doing fine art. This is on canvas. So this is on canvas. Does anybody remember what size canvas I had earlier? I can remeasure if I need to. But right now, Michael's, if you're close to Michael's, or you can order online, last night, and I think they have them today too, because I think they have a bunch of Black Friday sales. Last night, they were 70% off. So I paid hardly anything for this canvas. That's when I love getting all my big canvases, is when they have those 70% off deals. Okay, so I'm bringing my birch tree here. So I just want to make sure this birch tree seems like it's the right size. Then I'm going to bring in some more white. I'm going to have a smaller birch tree. It's going to have to fill in just a little bit here. Okay, I'm going to fill that in. And then now I'm going to take another one, bring it here. I'm actually going to try to get 5 in. Make this line kind of super small. Who's going to try this, or who has already tried this? I know I've seen some of y'all already post your finished wood ones. I was so excited for y'all. Because once you paint it, it's super fun. And again, like I said, if you want the stencil from Essential Stencil, we did sell out of them, but I think they were getting them back in, the Baby It's Cold Outside. But what I would recommend is go on there and find something you like, but make sure you use my coupon code so you get, I think it's 10 or 15% off, and it's Texas Heidi. So if you go to Essential Stencil and then use coupon code Texas Heidi, you can get whatever you want for a discount. And so I just ordered some Glory to the Newborn King signs that I want to make for my front porch and possibly sell a few. And then I ordered some Valentine stuff, because for those of y'all that do paint party business stuff like me, where you do either online, you do art kits, or you do in-person parties, guys, you have to always order a season or two ahead. If you don't order a season or two ahead, what happens is that they sell out. So you got to make sure you're always kind of ahead of the game. Even with our little our trees that we, our little ceramics that we have, I'll actually buy my tea lights even early. My tea lights for those paint parties early, because I know like the dollar stores are going to get sold out of those really fast. Okay, so I'm just kind of going back into my snowman since it's dried a little bit, just so it has a little bit more of the white with the shadows. So just a circular motion. And we're going to start seeing this guy start to come together. Especially when we put some eyes on him and a couple of stick arms and a scarf. So we did a snowman challenge recently, and oh my gosh, there were so many beautiful ones. For those of y'all that did the snowman challenge with us, first off, thank you so much. It was so much fun. We had people make, Debbie, she made a snowman that was in the beach. She had the snow globe, and then she turned him into like a beach snow globe where it had a coconut bra, and it had a surfboard, which, for those of y'all that are new to me, my very first business was painting surfboards. And so I just loved it so much. I was like, that is the cutest thing. So you can make them as creative as you want. That's the great thing about this. Okay, so now we have the birch trees going. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the black to the birch trees. And then let's see. Oh, Joy says, I want to so bad, still trying to work up the courage to do it. Thank you so much for sharing and encouraging. Yeah, anybody who is doing, this is a business, or you're thinking about doing this as a business, and the best thing to do is just go live, go live and paint. And I know it's terrifying. Like, I'm not saying that it's not. Like, I know for a fact that it is, because I've been there, I've done that. But guys, I promise it gets easier. And just a show of hands on here, how many people are watching right now that are kind of interested in this as a business? Let me know if you're like, I might want to do something online, or, sell an art kit, or, maybe I'm the person, again, I'm just grabbing some black, just getting a little bit here and there. Maybe you're the person that, that somebody always goes to, right? Like who, which ones of you are here? Maybe put business if you're here thinking business wise. If you're here thinking like, I just want to paint, this looks so fun, then just put here for the painting and put business or put here for the painting. Let me know which ones you are. I'd love to see. And then where you find the stencils, it's called Essential Stencil. Essential, like an essential worker, Essential Stencil, and then put Texas Heidi when you check out as your coupon code. Okay, so we have Latoya Business, Angel Business, Mindy's here to paint, Sandy Business and paint. I just love painting both. We got business, Kimberly. Oh my gosh, coming in fast. Sometimes business, here for the paint. Okay, awesome. We have a mixture. I just want to learn for myself. It looks relaxing. Oh, that's great. So cool. So yeah, so you can, I mean, you could be here for either, right? You know, I love teaching painting, and then I love also teaching people how to make money with their creativity. Because I think it's important that, you know, I was that person that was always doing everything for free. Anybody else in that boat sometimes? I was like, oh, you want that? Yeah, I can paint that. You know, just because you can paint something or you can create something does not mean that it's not valuable. Tammy says, here for the paint for now, LOL. I'm going to turn this like this, and I'm just going to start bringing in little lines. Yeah, that's what I find too. A lot of people, see how I'm just barely tapping that on the end, and it's giving it kind of a birch tree look. I find a lot of people, they come, you know, and they start learning from me through Paint Party Headquarters, or, you know, through some of my YouTube videos. And then what I find is that, you know, they start to get really good, and then they're like, huh. And then people start asking them like, hey, could you do this? Or, you know, and then all of a sudden they're selling their stuff and they didn't even mean to. So I think that's kind of like a cool side thing. Because again, when you're doing this, it's not like you have to be an art major. You don't have to have any art experience. You know, we have people that have, you know, just started painting. I taught somebody now that's been doing paint parties for probably 3 years now, and now does some stuff online. And she had only painted 5 paintings before I started helping her. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, like I could really make some money at this. I'm like, yes, you can. You know, I mean, you can, you know, people want to learn creativity and painting and fun stuff like this. So I always just say, you never know where this art adventure will lead you. And I always feel like, you know, my calling is sharing God's love through art. And I just feel like, you know, the vehicle for that is teaching you how to make money for your family, because, you know, with us losing everything, going bankrupt, all of that crazy stuff that's happened. You can read more about that on my blog. But because of all that stuff that's happened to my family, I just feel like I have this strong desire of like, it doesn't always have to be that way, you know. And then also just teaching people like, you know, you can just learn to make some extra money for, I mean, you might be a person like me. I love buying coffee mugs at Marshall's. Anybody else like obsessed with coffee mugs from Marshalls? My husband gets so mad at me because he's like, how many mugs do you need? Like, you just need one mug. One mug's all you need. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I need every mug, like all of the mugs that are ever created. And so, and there's something about like a certain kind of mug that feels better in your hands when you're drinking your coffee. Like, there's just a whole science to it, right? And so when I go to Marshall's, every time I buy a new mug. And so what if you just want to like make some extra money? Terry's with me. What if you just want to make some extra money so you can just head to Marshall's anytime you want and buy some mugs, or, you know, go on a vacation? We have a lot of people that just make extra money and they put it towards like a summer vacation or towards Christmas money. So I think it's just fun to know that you can have that potential if you want. If you want, you don't have to. Some people just want to paint, and to each their own for sure. But if you ever want to learn more about me and what I do, if you just put free gift in the comments, we'll have me and my team, we'll post the free gift link. And what that will do is not only will give you a free gift, but it'll also give you some more information about what we do, so that you can learn some more. We'll give you usually on our email list, we'll give you a bunch of free gifts. So if you want to get a free gift, just put free gift and then we'll put a little surprise there for you. And then you can choose if you want to accept the free gift or not. So, and all you have to do is type free gift and we'll put that in there. So it's kind of a good way to get to know me and learn a little bit about me while getting to paint with me. Okay, and then I'm just adding a little bit more of this. We're almost done with the birch trees, and I'm going to add some little lines you'll see here in just a second, just to kind of help it come together. Okay, just little bitty lines. And then all I'm going to do is take this, go back and forth, and just literally start at the top and run it down, just to outline the birch tree. Okay, so you can take a little paint and just run it straight down. If you keep all the bristles touching with a light touch, I promise this gets easier. If you're not so used to a paintbrush, this could be intimidating, but I promise you. Oh, thank you. Is it Tribbett? Am I saying that right? Thank you. She says, looks great. I appreciate that. So just kind of follow it down, and it's like riding a bike. You're watching where you're going, not where you are. And just kind of bringing it over. I'm going to have to get a thinner brush for this little area. And see how this all starts to just come together? Just with a few little lines. And it'll really come together once we get a face on this dude. We should name him. What should we name this little fella? Anybody have any name suggestions? I never named this guy either. Oh, Tina says, enjoying from California, painting and business. Awesome. Oh, Maria says, finally figured out how to see the comments on my iPad. LOL. Yeah, you have to kind of swipe it. You have to swipe it to see the comments. Okay, so I need to add just a little bit of black right in here. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush and just add in a little bit of black. Not much. We don't want too much there. Okay, so we have that there. Now we're going to go ahead and get the scarf added. So let me rinse this brush, and I'm going to do a red scarf because I want it to match the birds that I'm going to do. So, and I'm going to show you some very simple, for those of you that have not seen me paint these birds before, I'm going to show you some super simple birds. Yeah, so this will, yeah, it will be available. So you'll be able to watch this again. So if you want to go get one of these canvases and watch it again and paint with me, I would love for you to. If you're a person who's like, you know, you want to make money doing this, definitely check out on my website, Texas Art and Soul. We have a program called Paint Party Headquarters, and it's where you get to use any of my designs and make money off of them. So you could technically sell them. You could, you know, put them on your Etsy shop. I've had people like take my designs, turn them into stickers and sell them on their Etsy shop. So as long as you're in Paint Party Headquarters, I don't mind at all. It's one of the perks of being a part of that. And we open up Paint Party Headquarters a couple times a year. So we'll be open again in May. So if you're like, hey, I want to learn more about all this, in May, be watching, because in May we'll open up the doors for a bunch of new members. Okay, so I just did a little line. Now I'm going to do like a little bit of a line here. And I'm just going to fill it in. And again, I have some white that is still wet. So I'm going to get it pretty thick. And I'm probably going to do one more just quick coat over that because I don't want it too pink. And then I'm just going to bring this one over here. Like that. Okay, so we have our scarf on there. That was pretty simple. And then now I'm going to rinse this, and we're going to start to make this little face, this cute little face. And actually, before I make the face, let me go ahead and make the arms. So I'm going to be using a dark chocolate brown right here. And then on the dark chocolate brown, I'm going to just kind of find some placements for his arms. So we're just going to come out here, and I'm going to just, again, that same strategy I used with the birch trees. So a little bit of a line there, a little bit of a line there. So nothing serious. I'm just going to thicken it up a little bit. Okay, thicken it up. Okay, and then I need a place for his arm over here. So should he be kind of like arms both in the air, or should we have one kind of coming down here? What do y'all think? I think I might do one going up in the air, another one. Yes, so this is a canvas for those of y'all that are new to me. I teach canvas, wood, ceramics, pretty much anything and everything you can paint on. This is a 12 by 24 canvas. And then this one is a 14 by 48 porch sign. So it's done with wood. So we have wood here, and then we have canvas that I'm doing right now. Oops, got some snow text coming off there. Okay, make sure y'all can see that. Okay, so I'm thinking put one on his hip, sassy snowman. I like that. Tracy says, thanks for the replay. I got to get out of the car now. Yes, if you're going somewhere, and please don't drive and watch the snowman. You can watch the replay, I promise. I like it in the air with snowflakes coming down. Yeah, I feel like it needs to go in the air too. We got this one being sassy, so let's do a little air. He's looking at the snowflakes. He's possibly might have a bird on his arm. Okay, so here's his little arm, like he's looking up. Little bit right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and get his nose added. So this is a pretty simple task. I like to use Canyon Orange. Some people like different oranges for snowman nose. I just love this one, Canyon Orange. It's a really, really great one. And then what I like to do is just take the nose. This is just a round 8, and just kind of find a place and do like a little smiley face, just a little bit above the center, and then just kind of place the nose going up. Okay, and then you can fill it in. And then we can add a little bit of brown detail here in a second. But the key is just to kind of get it going with that little round edge. So a little bit of brown. And then once it dries, I can add some little lines to it. So again, just another simple shape, okay? Nothing major, just a simple shape. Okay, so now I'm going to take a liner brush, and I'm going to go smaller. So I'm going to go straight to black. And then to make him look like he's looking up, I'm just going to do an eye. Ooh, I put my hand in it. Hold on. Oh, man. See how thick that paint is? That is so fun. That is so fun. Okay, so usually I have to, with my hand, I have to anchor it somewhere. So I'm going to put my pinky down, and I'm just going to kind of do an up, like a frowny face, okay? The frowny face will actually make it look happy. So 2 frowny faces, and then all I want to do is just take a circle here. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's cold. So like right now, he looks like he's singing. I'm singing, I'm in a store and I'm singing. Okay, I should not do singing for y'all. It's not a good look for me. I'm really bad at singing. But I love Elf so much. Okay, so we have our little mouth going up. We're a happy snowman. Now we can add just a little bit of black lines in there too. So you could do it with black or with brown. I'm just right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab it and go for it. So you can see the nose, how I added that. If you need to screenshot so you can see it, I'll hold it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to take the black and just kind of add in a dot there, a dot here, and a dot here. I want them to look like coal, so I'm purposely making them a little messy, okay? And then I can kind of outline my hat, and then I'm going to start to add birds. And they're building a desk, y'all. If you're just tuning in, my daughter's in her room putting a desk together. Since she has to do so much schooling from home now, we had this really, really bad desk for her that we bought at a garage sale. And so now that she's always on it, we're like, okay, let's get her a new desk. A place she can work and feel like it's not going to fall apart on her. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a simple way to paint the birds, okay? So these little birds are super easy and really, really cute. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Yes, I love that movie. Anybody else? Oh, thank you, Pam. She says, I've learned so much from watching you. Oh, thank you so much. The code for Essential Stencil is Texas Heidi. I would greatly appreciate it when you order your stencils to use my coupon code, because as y'all, those of you that know me know that I love to drink a lot of coffee. And so it really kind of helps my coffee habit so that I can keep all this energy going and keep painting for y'all. So I really appreciate y'all. They give me they give me a little bit of an affiliate fee, but it does not cost you anything to order through my link. So if you just, go to Essential Stencil and then type in Texas Heidi, they give me a little bit of a kickback, but it doesn't cost anything for you. It's not going to change your price at all. So I appreciate it so much. And it's just coupon code Texas Heidi. Let's see, do you paint or distress furniture too? Davina, that's a great question. So I have done a lot, but I don't do that for the way I make my money. So I've done furniture just at the house for fun. I've done a dolly dresser. I did several months back where I put Dolly Parton on a big dresser. But I would not say, I do a lot of murals. I'm better at murals than I am at distressing furniture. But what I love most is painting on walls, on floors, on canvas, on pretty much painting like this anywhere. It's kind of my favorite thing. What about y'all? Do y'all like to paint on wood the best, canvas the best, furniture the best, walls, concrete, the ground? Like, I've literally painted on anything. Oh, I didn't do my swoosh sound, Doreen. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get that back in there. Okay, so let me switch over to my liner brush, and I'm just gonna add in these little tassels. So I'm starting, and then I'm just doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, almost like little chicken feet. 1, 2, 3. But I don't think they have 3. 1, 2, 3, like little claw. It looks like little claws, right? And then on the bird, I'm just gonna take my liner brush with some black paint, and all I'm gonna do is just 2 little legs, just like a little V. And then I'm going to do a dot for an eye. And then I'm going to even use the same black to do black for the beak. It's just a triangle. That's it. Just a simple little triangle. Okay, so we got Chris that says walls. Sandra says wood. You need a swoosh sound. I do need a swoosh sound. Oh, Shelly says love painting on cars. Michelle says furniture. Tammy says anything. I'm kind of like you, Tammy. I've actually painted on cars too, now that I think about it. I've painted a couple things on cars. But yes, it's just fun, right? It's just fun to paint on anything. Okay, so we have our bird there. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it with just one bird this time. I know I have two birds on the wood piece, but the way I have his arm, I don't really want to put a bird over on this side. So I'm going to grab a little bit of black and just right behind the arm, I'm just going to do a little bit of a line just to make his arm not get too lost with the birch trees. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a thickness, okay? All right, and then the last thing we can add, I'm going to outline this snowman, and then I'm going to show you how you can add glitter and also show you how you can do some cool stencils. So I'm just going to outline this super quick right here. Again, that same technique. This is one of my favorite things to do. Just get it nice and thin. Oh, you know what I almost forgot? I almost forgot to decorate the scarf. I did stripes on the last one. So this part gets a little tricky, and sometimes you have to go to a liner brush if it gets too out of hand. Okay, we made it. We barely made it right there. And when you're painting and it's like wet on wet, you do have to be a little bit more mindful because like I'm getting some of that red into my brush. So I have to be a little bit careful. Okay, a little bit of lines there. All right, and then you can also take your just a smaller brush if you want and just add in a little bit of lines in here. And then I'm also just a little bit of black in here. You can just have so much fun with this, y'all. Just adding in little shading. And then I'm going to go to a pure white, and I'm going to show you how really easy it is to make this thing look like snow. And that's another option too, where you could take stencils. I'm trying to look, see if I can see them right over there, and do stencils from Essential Stencil on here. So I'm going to just put dots with the back of my paintbrush, and then I'm going to show you how you can put a few like dabs of snow where the snowman is. And then if y'all want, I'll show you how I organize my paint. Is anybody interested in seeing that? It's very, very messy, but I don't mind doing a quick little show and tell because some people were asking about where I put my paint. Just let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. Maybe put show and tell so I can tell. And then again, those of you that are brand new, maybe you're just on, if you want to get a free gift from me, make sure you type free gift. We're going to be going back and providing a link to where you can get a free gift. So make sure you type that so we know to give you the free gift to you. So we'll go back and put that link in there. So I'm adding snow everywhere because it's, you know, obviously going on top of him. So it's coming down hard, people. It's kind of a blizzard. It's coming down hard. Show and tell, please. Show and tell. Okay. Sounds like y'all want to see the paint. where the paint holds. I can do a little, I have a little bit of an area I can show y'all too. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of make it a little bit on his hat here. Okay, and then you could also do a little bit like it's on his arm here, like it's kind of built up a little bit in between the arm, and then also maybe a little bit on top of his hat. So you can have a little bit of snow, just kind of, you know, little places there, just kind of blob it on. And then if you want, you could make this into dots. I'm going to try dots because I did stripes on the last one. And I know it could come across looking like snow, so that could go against me now that I'm talking through it out loud. Or he could just have a dotted, he could just, be matching the snow. He's a snowman. He likes snow. So why not, right? So again, if I did this and I hated it, worst case scenario, you go back and you just paint over it. It's not a big deal at all, okay? Very, very, very easy to do. Okay, so, oh my gosh, Brenda, you're so welcome. Yeah, I wanted to do this encore because we had so many people watching that last one that wanted to see it painted live, so I wanted to share that with you. Real quick, guys, before I show you my art studio, again, if you are ordering Essential Stencil, this is the name of the company. Please use Texas Heidi for coupon code. And this is one I just ordered called Glory to the King. And it has a manger scene, so I'm going to do a porch sign with that. And then I went ahead and ordered some really fun February Valentine's Day. So I went ahead and ordered some really cool stencils with that. I'm going to create a project with that. And then they have a whole set of some really cool snowflake stencils where you can just buy the snowflakes. So it's like this, but you can buy it just the snowflakes. So remember, just use coupon code Texas Heidi, and then you can do that. Do you want a wig on the bird? Scarf looks good. Do you? A wing. Sorry, I read that wrong. A wig. I was like, a wig. That could be very interesting. Yes, I want a wing. Thank you so much for telling me that. I missed the wing. And I'm going to show you which glitter I use, and then we'll do a little tour of the paints. Okay, so here's a little wing. I'm just going to do a little heart and bring it out. Okay, so nothing too crazy. And I'm actually, because it's turned into pink, I'm going to dip it with some really good thick paint. There we go. I'll show you up close. So it's very thick, so it's going to take a minute to dry. Definitely going to take a minute to dry. And then what I recommend is I love, love, love taking Craft Twinkles. This crystal is my favorite. And then as you can see, I did that all over this one. See how shiny it is? I love it. And then I also sprayed it with a polyurethane. Okay, so let me see if I can take y'all off of the mount here and then show you around just a little bit without losing you. Hi. Okay, so let me show you really quick. So here are the finished side by side. Let me see if you can see them a little bit better like that. So this again was the 14 by 48 wood one. It's dry, don't worry. Did we name him? Did y'all name him? I don't know if we did. How do you show the fold over on the scarf? Oh, so what you can do is I just do something as simple as this, a line, or you can do like a big circle right here. So here, I didn't even come over with the line. I need to finish that probably. Thank you. It's a good little thing. Oh, Leah, and there's not a tracer for this one. I just did it freehand, so you can watch back and do the freehand, but I do have a free gift that will give you something that does have a tracer. So then this one is a 12 by 24. Like I said, these canvases right now are on sale for like 70% off at Michael's. So that's my favorite. Oh, thank you. That's my favorite time to get them. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I've been a little bit obsessed with snowmen. So there's the snowman, and then these are the white cabinets, okay? So for those of y'all that are trying to organize your stuff, these white cabinets, again, please don't judge, okay? Oh, yeah, go ahead and put free gift if you want to get a free gift. But here's how I organize it. So when I do my paint parties, it is a mess, but I can easily grab. So when Pixie goes and she's working and she's doing some stuff for me, oh, name him Bob. I like that, Tammy. I wonder if Bobby would like that. Bobby, I named the snowman Bob after you. He would want a really cool top hat. But what I do is so I have all my greens together, everything together, so that when I need my paint, I have it. And then I have all the colors, and then I have stuff like, let me see, I have, not that one. Yeah, I have all kinds of like anything that's random that it'll have its own section. So like if I have snow text area or I have certain metallics or like down here I have Mod Podge and I have all my watercolors because a lot of times I'll do paint parties that have to have watercolors. So everything's just kind of super organized. All my glue, all my decoupage gloss, any kind of polyurethanes that I need or spray paints are all in here. So that's all organized. And the reason I love this so much, oh, and all my tracer paper. So remember, a lot of times I'll say, hey, grab some black tracer paper. I'll say, grab it in here. Oh, and then this is my favorite polyurethane. So after I'm finished with porch sign, especially, I'll spray it with this. And so it's just kind of like a huge help. So all of these, as you can see, we'll do like you can kind of see like that's how I set up to do all my paintings. And then I have all of my cabinets in the back so that everything, when I come in here, it's all organized and I can just start painting. So it's all done like that. And then also you'll probably recognize those. I had done a live on those a few weeks back, and I'm actually going to be staging some really cool ceramic Christmas trees in front of these to see how it looks for some photos for paint party headquarters. So yeah, so there's a lot going on in here, and that's just the start of it. Maybe I'll do another tour of the attic if y'all want to see. If anybody's interested in seeing the attic spaces, let me know, and maybe I can show you some of my attic. Maybe we'll do an attic tour. So let me know. What I use for lights. So all of that is just ring lights from like Amazon, stuff like that. And then also inside of Paint Party headquarters, for those of y'all that are watching that are inside Paint Party headquarters, we have everything listed that I use for all of that stuff. Yes, Misty, the spray poly is good for porch leaners too. Definitely. All right, guys, I hope that you love the show and tell behind the scenes is super fun. Yeah, I got the cabinets from Nebraska Furniture Mart and they were on sale for like $100 and something a piece. So they were super cheap. They were some kind of discount. I don't know if they still have them because I think it was like a discount. But anyway, if you want two things, we're going to leave you with. If you have not painted one of these yet, you need to. If you would like a free gift, make sure you put free gift because we're going to be going back and pasting the free gift. And then also, if you would like to see an attic tour of how we have organized my attic from ceramics to stencils to it looks almost like a store for whenever I do my paint parties. I can go in and just grab almost like I'm at a store. Let me know, and then I'll see about maybe doing an attic tour before Christmas. So, all right, guys. And if you end up buying an essential stencil, make sure to use coupon code Texas Heidi, and you'll get a percentage off. All right. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.